what we have in is like we'll be talking about impulse response of the given second order system which was previously discussed. Let us go and write the associated MATLAB script for it. Just go and click on the new icon here. So this will give you the editor window. That's your MATLAB editor window. So let's start typing here. So this is I can mention here as impulse response of second order system. Okay, so we'll be trying to find out the impulse response of second order system. So I'll say CLC. It's an ideal way I started with my programming. I'll say clear all semicolon and I'll say close all. Oops. Okay, once this has been done, it has to accept the input. So I'll say input and output signal coefficients. So what you can write it as coefficients, and then we can say B is equal to input and then close this and then put semicolon here, enter the coefficients of, so we are taking x of n. I'll say x of n here in 1D matrix form, because I'll be entering it in terms of a matrix. Okay, so I'll put a semicolon and a space there. Okay, so that we will be entering, we will be entering the values. Now let me keep this in maximum mode so it's clearly visible. I'll copy this and press enter and paste this here. Instead of A, I can make this as A here, and we had two parameters here. I can make this as y of n. Press, I have to enter the number for order. Basically I'll say capital N. This is what I had determined. Instead of coefficient, you can say enter the order of samples of pulse response. You can enter that. So what I'll do is, let me put double quotes here which defines the section, and what I have to do right now is to calculate the impulse response. So you can put, there are inbuilt functions which are out there. There is impuse, which gives me the impulse, where I have to enter the corresponding values of A, B and N. Okay, so N stands for the order. So calculate impulse response using impuse function. So I'll be using this function in this particular program. So put a star here, so whoever reads this particular program should be able to understand. Again, I'll put how I'll be passing the variable is big bracket. I'll say h comma capital T is equal to impuse, okay, of capital P comma capital A comma N. I mean, in our case it is small letters, but this is the syntax. okay, where n computes the samples, like computes n samples of the impulse response, and the coefficients are a and b. That has been represented here. So this is the, the syntax how you pass it. So what we can do is, instead of using the same thing, I'll use with small letters now, because h comma t is equal to, I can say, impz, okay, of b comma a comma n. Okay, so this is the variable which I pass in. After that, so I have to display it. So to display, I have a command called as temp of t comma h, okay, semicolon, and I have to give a title to it. So title, can use big brackets here, and then say semicolon impulse, impulse response, impulse response plot, enter. So that's the title. I'll say y label, okay. I will say in the y label I should mention it as h of n, and I can copy this, put a semicolon there, control V. Instead of typing it, I'll say x label. This should be what? Only n, right? That's the samples which I'll be looking for. Then I want to display disp, okay, and then say semicolon, and then say impulse, impulse response coefficients. I will make this R as capital, coefficients, and put a semicolon there, and I want to display h also, okay, put a semicolon. Fair with this? Okay, so let me just go and save it. Save it as exp2 and then run it. So it's asking to enter. So it's asking to enter the coefficient of x of n in 1D matrix form. So I'll just give big bracket here and then say 1 space 0.2 space minus 1.5, okay, and press enter. Now it's asking me the coefficient of the second matrix, that is y of n. I will give it as 1 space 3 space minus 0.12. so this is a value which was a coefficient, and after this it will ask me to enter the number of samples. I will say the number of samples which I am